Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, yesterday, Bernie Sanders dropped out, which we all saw coming because he hadn't done very well in the last number of primaries. And the Wisconsin primary was all messed up anyway because we don't know who that favored, though, but it was all messed up anyway because it had to go on, even though many polling places were closed. In any case, Bernie Sanders, I wanted to look in on him, see how he's doing, and see if his message lives on. And I wanted to also look in on Joe Biden and see how he is doing. All right. So, Spirit, please give us the information that's accurate and helpful. Thank you. Okay. So, for Bernie, currently he is, well, we got Two of Cups. So actually, he may be enjoying time with Jane then, with his wife. Or that can be a political pact or an agreement too. I mean, that can be about agreeing that it may be better to bow out now. And he was kind of careful. He didn't go after Joe Biden as vigorously as he could have, because he really, I think, didn't want to damage Joe Biden's chances, because they really do want to get Trump out of there. I mean, they really absolutely need to do that. So, yeah, I think he made a pact or an agreement. He said with other key Democrats, he said, yeah, I agree. I agree. They were urging him to get out. Yeah. And he did come under criticism when he ran against Hillary Clinton, that perhaps he decreased her chances of, which really isn't fair, because he could say the same about her. Well, she sure decreased his chances, you know what I mean? But he did fall under some criticism. So I don't think he wanted to do that again. Yeah. But yet, I feel his energy. He wasn't going to step down till he felt like it was the right time. So it was all okay. It was okay. Outward characteristic, Hanged Man. So there's a delay. Now he's a little quiet for a while here. However, I think he's already thinking about the best way to move ahead, supporting legislation that will further the causes that he feels are important, like universal health care. Yeah, so he won't be hanging out for long. Okay. Internal. The Four of Coins. All right, so he's hanging on to his security, hanging on to his health, hanging on. It's just fine. He's hanging on to his Senate seat. He's also thinking about that, obviously. Okay, which I feel like he will, But he's wanting to hang on to his health too, though. So he is being protective. Okay. Goal, Magician. Yeah, I just almost hear him saying, and I don't know if he said this. I didn't listen to his concession speech. I should have. But I don't know if he said it. But it's like I almost hear him saying, well, regardless of what office I hold, I know what my mission is. So he wants to bring about results. I want results. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to have the office of president. He wants results. So, and there is some satisfaction as he looks back and he sees that universal health care is talked about a lot more. And it's part of, it's part of the political reality right now, that many Americans want this, and every politician has had to say where they stand on it. So he's happy about that. And the minimum wage, getting that increase nationally, that's a platform, part of his platform that he wants to further. Okay, his motivation is 10 of Wands, a little overburdened. There are so many things he wants to see done. Okay, what's at stake is the Knight of Swords. Well, I think that's about, I've seen that card come up when it's the winning at any cost thing, when some politicians are in it to just win at any cost, and they're not there for the right reasons. They're not there in Washington for the right reasons. So I think that concerns him. The flaw or the need, we have 10 of coins. Yeah, he needs security. Yeah, it's both his flaw and his strength, that he's been in politics so long and he is quite experienced. Sometimes that's really excellent and it looks like he will get reelected. I'm sure, I feel like he will. But sometimes that's not always the best either, because it's a little bit difficult to see for all of us, a little bit difficult to see the new era, how things could be, how things will change, and by what means will they change. That's a little difficult too. So we have, and he needs the security then too. He really wants the security for his family. He needs that. Okay, so source of that is the Chariot. Oh, he's really worried about everybody's health. Okay, because this COVID-19 stuff, he's really worried about everybody's health. Effect that his need has upon his outcome of the Magician is 6 of Cups. Yeah, he goes back to doing what he does best. Plenty of speeches, really pushing the agenda, that whole thing. Okay. Past, if this is his present, made an agreement with the Democratic Party. If this is his past, death, right? The end of his campaign. Yeah, that makes sense to me. His future is new beginning, the Fool card. I just feel like there's going to be a happier time in his life, which is really nice. That's maybe his need, to spend more time with grandchildren. That could be it. That could be what that means. Yeah, I think there's a happier time coming in his life. So he's fine. He's fine. And what about Joe? What about Joe Biden? How is he doing? Now, I have to tell you guys, I was always a little concerned about how he would do in debates. And, I don't think he's been the star of the debate stage, but neither has he been Bloomberg. He's done all right. He's done okay. And sometimes he's done quite well. And sometimes he's stumbled a little, but he's done pretty good overall. And so I'm much encouraged about debates with Donald Trump, who, but then again, Hillary, she so won every single debate against Donald Trump. And Trump still did well. So anyway, I am encouraged, though, that he's going to do well enough in debates. Okay, but let's see. All right, Joe, how is he? We have the Emperor. He is the king. Well, right now, I guess he's the king of the Democratic Party, right? He is the nominee. Okay, he's feeling in charge. He's feeling in control. He's feeling like it was right that he got the nomination. He's feeling sort of protective. I like that. The Emperor is the protective father of the Tarot. All right. His outward characteristic. Oh, King of Cups reversed. Now that makes a lot of sense to me, because the King of Cups is a guy who is mature, has self-control, is emotionally relatable, emotionally kind of insightful, can be warm, can be compassionate. And I feel like Joe can be all those things. But it's reversed because it's just slightly off. It's not invalidated, but it's just slightly off, because once in a while he doesn't have great self-control or thinking ahead before he spills something out that has an emotional tone. Yeah, see, because this King of Cups, he rides the waves and doesn't even spill a drop. But this King of Cups, would spill a drop sometimes. So yeah, that makes sense to me. But that doesn't negate the maturity there, the compassion there. All right. And the relatable kind of affability that he has. So his internal characteristic, 8 of Cups. Oh, he must be protecting his health. He must be protecting his health. Okay. Goal, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. So he's wanting to use the right words. He's wanting to receive the right words. He's wanting to be a good orator. He's wanting to give good speeches. He's maybe even praying for that. So that's interesting because that comes out of the heavens, you know. So what do we have for motivation? 2 of Swords. A decision to make. A little bit of indecision. I don't feel like that's indecision. I feel it so much as, you know, because he wants to be president. I think he feels like, okay, it can go one way or it can go the other way, this campaign can. And a lot of it depends on my speech. Right. Because swords are speech. Swords are intellect. Swords are plans. Swords are, yeah. I mean, he could be also thinking, what is his main plan? Trying to make a strategy, and there's plan A and plan B, and he's looking at each. That really could be too. But look at these swords. He wants to be given the insights and the words, and I think he might pray for that. What's at stake is the 6 of Coins. Ah, yeah, people asking, where'd you get your money from, Joe? That could be a problem because he has raised money in the way that presidential candidates have been raising money in the last elections. You know, the modern times here. And that's from large donors. And, you know, America's not as happy with that anymore because we're really concerned about getting money out of politics. He doesn't talk a lot about getting money out of politics. So there's an issue there. What his need is or his flaw. 4 of, oh no, 4 of Swords. I don't know if he gets sick then. This COVID stuff, that makes it sound like it's just nothing. It's something. But he may. Or that just could be retreat, you know? That's his need. He needs to retreat he needs to take good care of himself. He needs to, it could be his flaw in relationship to campaigning because he can't have these big rallies. That really could be it. I don't feel like he gets sick soon. You know, I just don't feel it. Not to say he couldn't, but it's just this fact that he can't have these rallies. That's not good. The source of that is 5 of Cups. A regret or no, that's not even a regret. That's looking back and at the way elections have been won in the past. And some things are simply blocked to him right now. The effect that has, 10 of Swords, on his ability to have the right speeches, have the right opportunities. That makes a heck of a lot of sense. Yeah, because Trump has a platform from which to speak. He has a public platform. Biden, sure, he has a public platform, but are videos done from his study going to be carried by the news channels as much as a rally would? I don't think so. So that is a problem. This is actually a problem because he wants to get the opportunity to speak. The Ace of Swords. Now this makes a lot of sense. Okay, so he's really concerned about this. He's very concerned about this. Okay. Because, you know, Trump can fling 10 swords at him. And he doesn't have a lot of Rebuttal. Okay. So if this is his present, though, he's feeling pretty good right now. His past is the Nine of Cups. Okay. Well, that could be getting your wish. He really wanted the nomination. That could be about Trump, though, too, because that's why he got involved in this fight, because he thinks he can beat Trump and Trump needs to be beat. I like the future card. We have the Four of Wands. That can be happy home, but that, or a nice event in the home, but it can also be the White House sometimes. I like that card. Clarifier. We have the Hermit. Okay. The Hermit is just, that's that isolation. That's that, receiving a message. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is a good time for him to be at home, because I'm getting that he is a praying man. I'm getting that he prays. So maybe this is a good time for him to be retreating, even if it's not good for his campaigning. But I do like this card for the future for him, that Four of Wands. All right, Spirit, show me his campaign in the future. Show me a little more about that. The King of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Whatever happens is going to be destined. The Seven of Cups, a little bit of confusion and illusion. Well, that's probably what Trump's going to say about him. The Two of Wands. Oh, he's also considering his VP pick right now. That's the Two of Swords. Sometimes it takes me a little while, guys. That's the Two of Swords. Who's my running mate? Okay. All right. That's interesting. Oh, wait. Is it the one from Michigan? Has he already announced? I'm going to have to look it up. I don't even know if he's already announced. Okay. Gonna have to look it up. He may have. But life on the trail. Life on the campaign trail. Right now, he's not going to be on the trail, but soon will be. So the daily work, the Knight of Coins, he's doing that work. Okay, so very interesting. Now I got to go look up who's his VP. All right. Well, I thank you all so much. You take care. Bye-bye.